Melhores lutadores do país. SFT. O melhor sábado é na tela da Band.
There was a bit of wheel banging here, I'm pretty sure. It was only minimal, but pretty sure, yeah, just there they clicked wheels of each other. Hopefully that won't have done any damage to the car, but yeah, it's not an efficient way to go through that chicane, is it?
No, and he was very lucky to be on the inside where we saw Jean-Eric hit that bump and make that mistake. Sam got away with it.
Two visions side by side, and now De Vries going back through into the lead. So he, of course, is in the attack mode. He's got that 4-minute deployment, as we know. Just under 2 minutes remaining for Nick De Vries.
Will he try and make a gap? We've seen this before this year, where some of the drivers, they get to the front, then they try and make a gap, because then the others have to expand the energy and really try to catch up quickly so that they can gain the efficiency of the slipstream.
Yeah, he's kind of not really got much of an option to do that, because he's got 1.5 minutes still of attack mode to use. So if he just sat there at the same pace as the others, it would be a bit of a waste.
Yeah, exactly, Billy. You're right. He needs to make a bit of a gap. You see some of the others getting feisty there. Antonio Felix Da Costa diving down the inside of Stoffel Van Dorn.
Yeah, nice move there for Da Costa, so up through and into third place ahead of the Maserati MSG machine. You look at the efficiency, though, of that Porsche powertrain. He's got a good few percent more compared to De Vries and Nato. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it means an absolutely huge amount in Formula Retail.
That's amazing for Da Costa to have that much energy, 3% more than De Vries. Da Costa is looking very strong at this point in the race. Very, very strong indeed, because he can use that extra energy, spread out over the laps, or just save it until the end of the race, stick with everybody, and then unleash it.
Also looking at Sam Bird, he's actually on very similar energy, and so he's done a good job of progressing up the field and being energy efficient. And we see Jean-Eric Vergne having another moment in the chicane and making contact with Ronnie Andretti's there.
Yeah, that was Nico Muller that he just had a bit of a side swipe there with. So he got too deep on the brakes, nearly plummeted into the back of Mitch Evans, and then compromised Nico Muller, and also, to an extent, Ollie Rowland.
Yeah, that's a bit of the Constantina effect where, you know, when you're just out of action.
Oh, I thought that was going to kick off then. Stoffel Van Dorn, I beg your pardon, getting in some strife.
It's really interesting to see that the people that are making the overtakes up the inside into that chicane, they can compromise the other driver quite a lot. So you can be quite tactical, I think, with where you're overtaking on the circuit. That seems to be a spot where if you get stuck on the outside, you have to really kill your minimum speed, and your efficiency for that lap is out the window.
Start-finish straight we go. Muller trying to ascend through the field. Likewise, Edo Mortara as well. His teammate Nick De Vries still leads at the start of lap 14. Lap time starting to come down a little bit for those who are in attack mode. Problems for David Beckman. That's a huge shame for him in the Cupra Kiro, given that he got into the duels for the first time in his Formula E career.
Which tyre? I think right tire, I'm not sure. I think suspension damage, man.
Doubly disappointing for him is he's in attack mode, and of course he's not going to be able to use that now. It's all a bit immaterial unless he gets a late race safety car coming to his aid. Meanwhile, at the front, it's starting to get a little bit more aggressive now here.
It's shaping up very nicely. Say Antonio Felix Da Costa's looking strong. Wow, 3 wide, 4 wide.
Yeah, Nico Muller on the inside, Da Costa on the outside. Are they able to make it through, facing in the right direction? Keep an eye out for Norman Nato. He's on the outside there in the Nissan against the Mahindra, and Mortara is ready to try and join in on the party, as well as Sam Bird and Robin Freitz. Bird's trying to pick off 2 for the price of 1 down into the chicane, but he can't quite make it stick through there. We've got a great seat in the house here on board with Robin Freitz, and it's now Nico Muller coming to the end of his first attack mode deployment that leads in the Andretti.
Now, if I'm Antonio